It's away from the next Fox GOP debate. Now, here's your lineup. 7 p.m., you've got Carly Fiorina, Mike Huckabee, Rick Santorum, and Jen Gilmore. Then at 9 p.m., Ted Cruz takes center stage, followed by Marco Rubio, Ben Carson, Jeb Bush, Chris Christie, John Kasich, and Rand Paul. Back with me, Steve Rogers, Jillian Melcher, Morgan Ortegas, and Byron York. Hey, guys, I want to go around the table. Let's handicap this one candidate at a time. We didn't talk a lot, Byron, about Kasich. I know he hasn't campaigned here a lot. He's put almost all of his chips in New Hampshire. But what do you make of his chances in Iowa and overall?
Not good here in Iowa. He has been virtually invisible in this state, but completely different story in New Hampshire. I was up there a few days ago, has a real presence there, seems to be rising in the polls. So I do think, however, he's one of these candidates that since he's had to put everything on one state, even if he does well for that one state, he's not really prepared for anything afterwards. So if he catches the car, he doesn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, guys, you got to wonder. I mean, listen, I understand. Is there ego at this point? Is there some political operative whispering in his ear, you can do it, you can do it? What is it all about?
You know, Charles, I've shared with people that you could tell when a candidate is truly looking out for the best interests of the country. If they're under 5% or so, it's time to get out. Give the ones that are up in the percentage polls the opportunity to really show what they have.
Yeah, right. He's the Jim Gilmore of the upper card debate. We all wonder why he's here. I'm actually really glad he's here because it's going to give me a chance to get my chips in salsa.
Yeah. I remember last time, I think that's when we had the most flushes. I hate to say it, but anyway. Let's talk about Chris Christie then.
Wait, why didn't you ask me about Jim Gilmore?
Oh, you want to tell me about it?
Poor guy. Anyway, go ahead. Chris Christie. Yes, sir.
How do you handicap him tomorrow? Can he do anything? And to Steve Rogers' point, is it about time for him to give up the ghost?
So similarly, he's also put everything into New Hampshire. He has no real game in Iowa. He has no game to speak of in South Carolina. What's interesting is that Christie is really bleeding support in New Hampshire in the place that he's going all in. Up until a couple weeks ago, he was, as I said earlier, he was neck for neck. He was polling at 12% with the establishment lane. You know, Rubio has been at times running ads against Christie, and for whatever reason, it's not resonating. I don't know if it's the Trump thing, but I think what's really interesting about Christie, if he doesn't do well in New Hampshire and he gets out, I predict that he's going to either get behind Jeb Bush or Kasich. He's hit Cruz and Rubio over and over again for being senators with no experience, compared them to Barack Obama. Right. He's going to support another governor.
Byron, what about Jeb Bush? He just kind of coyly says, I'll do better than everyone thinks, and he's got a bunch of money, but he's also spent a lot of money without a lot to show for it.
Unbelievable how much he's spent. Tens and tens and tens of millions. I think upwards of $80 million. A lot of that is in attack ads specifically against Marco Rubio. You cannot watch a TV show here in Des Moines or anywhere else in the state of Iowa without seeing some of the Right to Rise PAC, that's Jeb's PAC, attacks on Marco Rubio. And there are a number of Republicans who are saying to Jeb Bush now, look, you're not going to win. All you're doing now is hurting another candidate who has a chance. So there are a number of people who believe that, but he's not going anywhere, not now, maybe not in New Hampshire, may want to go all the way through South Carolina where he has Lindsey Graham's support.
So real quick, Morgan, then you lay out how Jeb can win this thing.
Well, first of all, I think everybody needs to put their big boy and big girl panties on. You think Hillary Clinton's not going to go after you with attack ads? I mean, come on, if you can't withstand attack ads, just the line that he just said is just a Rubio campaign line.
But how does Jeb
he win? He's going to have to do good in New Hampshire, clearly. He's going to have to score in the top 3. And then in South Carolina, I think his brother, who is still quite popular, is going to have to come out and campaign for him. But everybody needs to grow up a little in the attack.
And you know, Charles, we have a much smarter society today in America, much more intelligent people who have a lot more information. They're tired of attack ads. They're tired of negativity. I think that the candidate that brings a strong, positive message to the American people, that's the
But Donald Trump hasn't been positive at all. He's the overwhelming front runner, and there's been nothing positive about his message.
But,
so what you said is not based on fact.
He's been positive.
Here's the bottom line, though. Not a vote has been cast yet,
Absolutely.
So we'll see exactly what happens. Tonight, I think it's going to be a Donnybrook, or someone used Melee earlier. I can't wait. It's going to be really exciting. And you know what? I say watch out for Rubio. I think Rubio's been drafting. I think it's sort of a NASCAR thing. Yeah. So anyway, thanks a lot. It's going to be fantastic. Byron, have fun out there, buddy.
Thank you, Charles.
All right, guys. At home, of course, thanks a lot for watching. Every night, 6 p.m. You got